Hello everyone and welcome to the podcast Let's Talk. Like I'll always say, the most informative, educative and not less entertaining podcast. I am John Okoye and each time you see me here, you know it's about social life. Today we'll be talking about decency, marriage, sex before marriage, and I have with me very important persons. They are my guests as always. Princess and Mr. Iyala.
Mimi.
Then Mimi.
Yes.
Please call your full name.
Mimi. Mimi noodles. Miriam.
She is Miriam. All right. Thank you very much. So today there is no brief. So let's move straight to the discussion. Okay, decency. So Miriam, please quickly, what can you say about decency in general language?
Let's just say the way you dress. Your steez. The way you dress.
All right.
It has to do with your physical appearance.
Appearance. Okay. Miriam, Princess, do you agree?
Decency is composure.
Okay.
The way you package, I would like to say arrange yourself. Has to do with character, the way you speak, the way you dress.
Okay, you mentioned character because I actually wanted to ask if it doesn't have to do with habits.
It has to do with your character, your physical appearance. In fact, everything. Just put it in the word packaging.
Packaging.
The way you package yourself.
Okay, so let's hear from Mr. Yana.
So where does demure come from? Does demure come in any of this?
It's ladies' language.
Gen Z.
Even guys are using it, so it's not just the ladies.
The guys are just being feminine.
The guys are just what?
They want to be feminine.
No, they're just going with the trend.
Going with the trend.
Yes.
That's ladies' trend for me.
Yeah, so for me, I think decency is representation.
Okay.
How you're being able to represent yourself
Right.
and how you're being identified as.
Okay, so that is decency in general language, right? So let's talk about marriage now, okay? Because
I hope you're not directing to me first.
You're the only married person here.
You always.
You're the only married person here, so
okay.
you serve us hot.
Okay, so let me quickly ask: should sex before marriage or bed undefiled be a necessity? Should it be a necessity? Should it be a real thing?
Before I answer, what could be the reason for sexual relationship before marriage?
I think from explaining from understanding if it is really a necessity, we'll actually be able to point out what brings about and
so why not we point out what brings about it and then discuss if it's necessary.
Okay, I think that
so that we don't go counter
okay
the will, you know.
Okay, so why are you trying to protect?
Well, I think my thoughts are going towards helping our viewers see a different light to this whole thing.
All right.
Other than just giving them a response or
Straight up response, yeah.
Or
It's not good. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so what are the negative effects and positive effects? So let's discuss on that. So start with Miriam. Mimi.
Okay. The what?
What are the negative effects of sex before marriage? What are the positive? Do you see any positive light from it?
Yes. The negative effect is trust is no more there. Because yes, I like to use the word see finish. So there's no more trust.
You mean
the negative side?
So
There's
you mean
no
after
trust.
sex, before marriage,
Yes,
right?
Yes. Before
There's
marriage,
no trust.
there's no
Okay, so you
trust.
don't trust someone that sleeps with you before marriage. I'm just saying I'm not saying someone that slept with you. Don't misunderstand.
They don't find you outside.
See, okay. The thing there is everybody have their own opinion and their own view.
You.
There are some that still trust based on the respect.
You see, that's what I wanted to object when you are.
Yes,
that, right?
there are people
It's not
that
like a
still
general rule.
yes, there are still people that will have sex with you before marriage and still respect and trust you. And there are some that will still marry you as virgin and will not even respect you. So it all depends on the people's mentality and maturity.
Okay, so Princess, your own, what are the negative or the positive lights? I think you have a lot of negative lights, positive lights. So what?
For a person that is going to defile the bed before marriage or in a relationship, that means you've already gone contrary to the word of God.
Oh,
So
a
whatever
religious
comes
lady.
out of
Continue, you are
whatever
correct.
comes out of it, you should just be rest assured that if you did this with me, babes feel fine and calm. Babes feel sincere. So
There's so much. See, the thing there are people who were very religious, kept themselves, got married as virgins. Their husband knew they were virgins, but you see the husband mistreating them. And there are people that were wrongs girls, they were prostitutes. The man who got married to them still respects them. So it boils down to, like I said earlier on, the person's mindset and the person's mentality and the person's upbringing when it involves a woman.
Alright.
There are some men who just treat women as trash. Whether you're a virgin, whether you're not a virgin, they don't care. As long as they are the one providing, protecting you, they see you as a lesser vessel.
But actually, I was thinking there is more to it. There should be more to it, because what people are trying to say is cycling around. What do they call this thing? Is it self-guide or what is it? You people are actually talking about the man being caring or trust and all the rest. Okay, what about people who do say, I don't know if the man's thing is big or small? Because I actually had a discussion with a lady, not a lady, an aged woman, a woman. Yes.
Okay.
I pray she should not watch this so that she will not call me and beat me up.
There are some people that have very crazy sex drives.
Yes.
Yes, their urge for sex is
Highly
wild.
libido.
Yes, they have. So most of them is not about, like our bird say, testing the waters. Most of them will want to test just to see who can satisfy. Or you see some people having issues in marriages. They'll say, my wife, when we first met, I kept myself, she kept herself. We're like, okay, after the whole wedding night and all of that, we want to know, like, we kept it based on the Bible and all of that religious stuff. But they usually get issues when it comes to this sex aspect. Because you hear the woman saying, he cannot satisfy me. Or the man is saying, the lady cannot satisfy me.
Making choice of big and small.
No, I don't think it's about the size.
Oh,
No, see.
really?
Yes. When you want to, it's not really about the size. When we want to look at it from the science or whatever aspect, it has nothing to do with size. It has to do with the person's
Agility.
the person's connection.
I was thinking it's agility.
The person's connection with you. There are some people that are not sexually attracted to people. They just want to release and that's it. There are some that they are sexually attracted to you, and because they are sexually attracted to you, they can take as long as, not just because they want to last longer, but there's this calmness, there's this comfort they have whenever they are with you. So that's just it. It has nothing to do with the size. It has nothing
I think
to do
this
with
is for you. I will say this is for you. Mr. Yara, you wanted to say something at the middle of the discussion.
Well,
So
there was a point she rose that I was trying to ask for my personal learning.
Okay.
When she talked about
Mr. Yara, why do you always come to learn?
We learn every day.
Because I could remember the last podcast. You actually said, I'm here to learn from these two ladies.
We learn every day. We learn every day.
when you hear certain things in the light that you've never heard it before, it becomes a new information.
New information,
I've never heard or thought of it this way.
That's
You know,
correct.
she talked about virginity in connection to how the woman will be treated. After marriage.
Yes.
And I'm forced to thinking, is how a woman is supposed to be treated connected to whether there was bed undefiled or
Yes, you see some men act, they'll be like, when I met you, you weren't a virgin, so why should I trust you? And you see some men that'll say, oh, I met this lady as a virgin, so I can beat my chest that she's faithful, she's loyal.
Basically, what you're saying is true, because a lot of them, if it happens in a place where the woman is not giving birth at the right
Yes.
time, this is when you hear stuff like this.
Yes, you hear men say,
I partially agree with
you
this.
hear men say, this lady, okay, you got married in the space of 1 to 3 years. You guys she has not conceived. If the lady was a reckless person in the aspect of she was sleeping around, they can also use that against the woman. They'll be like, who knows how many abortions she had done before I met her. And if she married as a virgin, the man will be like, I'm very certain, because I was the one
I just spoiled your womb.
that
Okay.
I was the one that
that
disvirgined her. So I'm very certain that she's okay.
So who says there is a guarantee
for a virgin to be fertile?
To be
That's the
fertile?
mindset of the
That's
men.
the mindset of
Well,
the
this calls for further education.
That's the mindset of
Conception in women is determinant of their level of fertility.
Yeah.
that's the mindset we have as Africans.
I actually know a couple. The husband treats the woman so well because he married her
She
a
bought
virgin.
4 boys for her.
No.
Okay.
He married her a virgin. Though they're having issues with childbearing. I think they have one child. And the woman is still having issues, but there is this love. And sometimes when I'm trying to think about it and try to trace what is keeping them, I think the man is always so, I married my wife a virgin. It's actually...
There's nothing wrong with you being a virgin. It's a personal decision.
Yeah.
There are some ladies who say, I want to keep myself for my husband. And now you see some of these virgins will be like, after I kept myself for this man, this is how he's treating me. The man sleeps around. So you being a virgin does not guarantee that your husband will not cheat or he will cheat.
Oh.
And you being
not
a virgin,
on being a virgin rather than check
Keeping
the
a
other
good
things.
life.
yes, you see somebody
be
that
a
is a
God.
virgin who has very bad temper,
Bad attitude,
bad character,
loud mouth.
who is lazy, dirty. But you see
Maybe
someone
she's
that is
holding on.
not a virgin, maybe she made a mistake or something happened to her, maybe there was a rape case or someone played her. You could
Or
see some
she intentionally
during,
do
yes,
it. Let's just-
intentionally. You could see people that during secondary school they were loyal, they would just drug you and someone would take advantage. There are some girls that don't even know who this virgin them.
Yeah.
Based on the school they attended. If you attended a mixed school and maybe you had a party or something,
Or
they
had
drugged
uncles
them.
in the house when they were still small.
Yes, they just mess up with these girls. So are you saying because the girl is not a virgin, that means her character is totally bad? Or so
That shouldn't
so-
be a guarantee.
it shouldn't.
Okay, it shouldn't be a guarantee, right?
It shouldn't.
Okay, Mr. Yella, you want to say something?
I wanted to now make a connection with the last series we had.
Okay.
You know, we talked about dating, courtship, and then eventually marriage.
Marriage, yes.
In the last session, you see, if it's correctly followed, you realize that the premarital sexual thing would not be a determinant to see whether the marriage holds or not.
Okay.
Because the earlier phase of getting to know themselves, dating correctly, getting to the stage of, okay, we're good, courtship comes in, and then marriage ultimately, you will see that it will be a relationship that is more focused on building, tolerance, ability to look over, personal differences and all.
yes.
That will be the core foundation of what that relationship will be built on, other than built on whether she's a virgin or not a virgin, whether she has the ability to conceive or not to conceive. Because the medical reason of conception is fertility. Some persons may have hormonal imbalance.
Yes.
That could be the reason why they are not able to conceive. Some could have
Hyprolactin and all of that.
There could be so many reasons. So the yardsticks of premarital relationship as the basis to ascertain whether someone should get married should be completely erased out of the society.
Okay.
And getting to marry someone out of love, out of complete acceptance that this person, out of all of the weaknesses and strengths we both share, were compatible, should be the main basis of marriage.
Okay.
You know the funny part, sorry to cut you short.
No problem.
Now, because of the way most guys make ladies feel uncomfortable, now these women are not being honest anymore. They just want to get married.
Because women just want to get married.
No, not all.
Women want to be identified in the society as people who have a legal person to their name.
No, not all. Some people want to get married for the sake of love, for the sake of comfort, for the sake of protection.
Why do you want to get married?
For love and protection.
Okay.
I just want to have someone I can pour out my heart to. If I come to
your
you,
sibling.
no. There's a limit. There's a limit you can tell your siblings stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're as a married man, Mr. Ayala, it's not everything you share with your siblings. There are times you just want to pour out your heart to your wife, because you know she will not use it against you if she's an understanding person. She will want to shield her husband, give the husband that comfort, like, oh, I'm going through a lot. As my wife, she will tell you it's going to be fine. There's a tone she will use, even if everybody is looking down or they don't believe in you. There's how your wife will talk to you. You will just have that confidence that even if the whole world is against me, my wife is there for me. That's one. So now, as I was saying before, the way guys have made it, some women are not even transparent anymore. Because you tell a guy about your past and he wants to use it against you, he will rub it on your face.
Constantly.
I beg to differ. I beg to say that it is both the male and the female that have caused it.
Okay,
right?
fine.
Because oftentimes societal reactions are tied, especially when it comes to relationship, are tied to men.
But the women are more dragged. A lady tells you, I've had 2 or 3
The women
body
are more
counts.
dragged, but you're dragging
Body
more of
counts.
the men.
Wait. A lady tells you, this is what happened. While I was growing up, I was abused, I was raped, I was done.
Why are you using the abuse? Because you are trying to protect the ladies. Can you just be
No.
sincere?
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So the lady tells you, I was abused. So because of that, I have this phobia to relate with guys. Some tag it as, because she told some certain guys, the ones who don't know, and maybe she's just relating with just one person, will now tag her a lesbian because she does not want to relate with other guys. Or you always see her more, or she's free and comfortable
With ladies.
She's
Okay.
tagged a lesbian.
Okay.
In the other aspect, she tells you, I've had 3 to 4 body counts due to the fact that I was naive while growing up. I didn't have this motherly, or nobody put me on track.
Yeah.
Nobody told me this is it.
What if it's not true?
I'm just giving an instance.
Do you know, you are so constructive with your language. Everything you are trying to be so protective. You are trying to put it in a
woman.
positive light for the ladies.
I'm a woman.
Okay.
And even if it's a guy, I will do same.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to be a mother. So I love to protect mine and my children. So as I was saying before you interrupted me. So when this lady now confide in you and tell you this is what happened and this is the number of body counts I've had. Now it takes someone who truly loves you to accept you the way you are.
But what to even bring that conversation?
Trust.
How do you mean trust?
There are some ladies who just trust. Okay, I've been rolling with you. I tell you most of my shit and you don't judge me for it. Okay. I feel I have trusted you to this level that I can now disclose. I tell you everything. If I'm having menstrual cramps and I feel like discussing it, I call you. I'm like, guy, there's how this thing. You'll be like, okay, can I help? What do I get for you? How I feel this connection, even if we are not dating. But the fact that you always give me attention,
And a listening ear.
a listening ear, and you're always there to like assist me whenever I want that comforting words.
Okay.
You're not judging me. You're not trying to tell me, oh, even if I made a mistake, there's a way you address it. You don't attack me immediately. Okay. You tell me, okay, it's fine, the mistake has been made, blah, blah, blah. Then when I am now okay, you now tell me, no. You wouldn't have done this. You would have just that comforting aspect. So that is when a lady opens up and tells a man, okay, this is what has happened in my past. This is my body count. It takes a man who is mentally and who is matured and who has the fear of God to keep that information. And if he's truly in love with you, will still want to have a relationship with you, who will not judge you for that. Okay. But you see, most ladies, they don't do it anymore. Why? Because if both of you fall out tomorrow,
your boss,
he will use that information to drag you.
Let's also not forget that if we are going to judge the ladies for body count, it's a two-person thing.
Yes.
It happened between the lady and a guy. So those guys now, who is taking record of their own body count?
Who they check out?
Who they check out? So that's who is taking the record, because they're only recording the ladies' own. It's taking record.
So the thing is this, one time a lady shared a story with me that a friend met with a guy. The guy was just acting nice around and started a relationship stuff, talked about marriage, and this lady was, should I say, so religious. She doesn't go out, she's just indoor. And the friends, the lady that told me, she's one of the friends now had to tell her, what are you doing? You have to check, you have to do this, you have to do that. Actually, if he's telling the guy, let's go to your house, he'll be like, no. So then later on, in the middle of, when the love has become so sweet, the guy accepted, so she went and they had sex. According to them, according to the lady, that the next morning the girl ran back. Okay, this is after the guy went to his family, everything was done. They were just waiting for the day for marriage. The lady went back. She didn't go back to school. She went back to the family and told the parent that she's not marrying the guy. All right, now, so you ask, I love the question, why? Because she went to realize that the guy's, whatsoever, is actually not sizable. Okay, so I think ladies do all these things to check, and it's actually basically from the women's side.
Even guys do check.
It actually looks like it's from the guys.
Even the guys check too. You see somebody who say, I can't marry a lady that has small odara.
Do you know the problem? Do you know the problem? The problem is that let me just say this. The problem is that guys are always so wide-mouthed and honest. A guy will tell you, I want to sleep with you for this reason.
Not all.
Most guys.
Not all.
Most guys do it. But ladies, they will never. They are not bold enough to mention it. So it now looks like
no.
So it now looks like the men can lie. Do you know why people think men lie most? Now look at this. A man will tell you.
This is him not defending.
No, I'm not defending my case. I'm just trying to
allow him.
A man will tell you, okay, honey, when you called me, I went out with my friends, so I forgot my phone somewhere. He will say that in the morning, and you ask him in the afternoon or 2 hours later, honey, hey, that time I called you in the morning, where were you again? He said, that time, I don't know. Okay, I follow Mr. A, go somewhere. He said, but you say you go out with your friends. He said, hey, now my friends be that. You are like, oh, we are now only that man be your friend, and at the middle of discussion, you got him. If a woman tells you, I went, no matter how long the story will be, and you ask her that thing 10 years after, she will tell you exactly what she told you.
Because we plan everything in our brain. We are very calculative in our speech.
So
you don't drag
us. The question I was asking, I actually wanted to ask Princess, you said you want to keep your body.
We are all keeping ourselves.
Yes.
Every lady is keeping herself for their
So I was actually saying, because at the middle of the discussion, I purposely asked you if you have a man. I think you said
yes. I have a man. How will I not have a man in my life?
Yeah, and then she said you can have a man, but
You
not
can
know
have
a
a
man.
man. You can have a man. And then I want to ask a question now. You can have a man and not know a man.
Yes.
So my question is, how do you keep your man? Do you know one thing?
You can keep him by washing. Can keep him by sweeping.
You
How
get
do you know
moral
a man?
support, advice.
Because
How do you know a man?
How do you know a man?
It's by dividing the bed. So that's how you know a man.
okay.
Okay.
So now the question now comes: how do you keep your
What should we
man?
define
How do you
that?
keep your man?
Yes.
Is it in terms of
Do you know even when you are not sleeping with your man, don't you have a sense of fear, that this guy may be cheating on me?
Who cares?
It's his private man. He can use
want
it.
to be at the public toilet? You're free.
Seriously, you don't have to do something
You're free.
because the next person is
See,
doing
gone
it.
are those days where lady cares whether you're cheating or you're not cheating. Yes, calm down.
Calm down, relax, chill.
You see some women then, they come out.
Yes, giving you guys time for
Wait, calm down. You see then, when you're out, your husband is out or your man is out, and somebody calls you, hello, Mimi, I just saw your husband now. You have to say,
The woman was here with
where
no
you
look like
see her?
you.
Where you see her? Maybe she was cooking or she was about to go out.
Got
She
gas.
will now dump that thing she's doing. I don't want to go outside.
And get accident on the road.
Hey, thank you very much.
Nigerian movie.
You'll not be the one with bandage
No.
on one hand.
Or you might just get to the place and the person embarrass you.
Let's hear it. Let's see. There are instances where people die at the spot because they were trying to go and meet their husband's side chick. Now you're dead. Your story has ended.
They will even come for your
That
burial.
same day, the man took you to the mortuary.
They will come for your burial.
Which burial? Calm down.
They will move in.
He will go out. He cannot sleep in the house.
He needs
He
comfort.
needs comfort. His wife just died. Who is he going back to? The side chick. So women have learned that you can't please your husband.
You can't please someone that
You
does
can't
not want to
even
be
please
pleased.
anybody in this life.
Right?
You can't please anybody. So if you want to run after a cheating man, please
Okay, so
help
you are
us pay for the coffin and everything.
so you are saying that women don't sleep with men before marriage to protect the relationship, right? Don't you think it will make the man say, I slept with her, gives him a sense of responsibility over
that's the
you?
mindset I was telling you.
Yeah.
I said it doesn't count whether you have slept
It's
or
a
you have not
decision you
slept.
make.
It's about your mentality. It's about your maturity.
It's all of you.
There are people that don't even sleep with women, but they still don't respect their wives.
That's
There are people that have slept countless times with their wife, with the lady. They ended up marrying the woman, but they respect and cherish the woman.
So what will you now say about those men too that just sleeps around in town and be like, oh mama, 2025 you go find wife for me for village, oh. I want virgin, the one we had never touch. And they will still cheat on that virgin with the whore that is outside.
And the funny part is, you now bring the virgin from the village, she comes to the city, she now see the
Virgin
the
can't
lights of the
like
city,
virgin can't like
and she
gate
now
man.
become a runs girl in your own house.
I don't have to protect them now.
These two women are making me laugh.
Okay, so let's move on. So should body count be discussed?
Gone are those days.
So what is body count?
Body counts, I would say, body count as we have been made to believe is the number of
They have been made
persons.
to believe. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's a Gen Z slang.
Because it's just a slang that just came
Yeah,
and
came out
we
from the-
grabbed it. It's the number of persons you've had intercourse with.
Regardless of like a male.
Yeah, but the may have body count. It's just that they are
Some
pushed their own
people
one side.
see it like an achievement. You hear some guy bragging.
Basically, my people.
And the guys are always bragging.
Yeah,
I've had
this
like,
month I go like cover like 100. I don't.
Wait, so
I
the
don't
men pride in their body counts, while for the women it's a shame or what
No.
I try to say.
men.
some women too
Women,
see it as an achievement.
I don't
too.
think women count
Why?
it.
Why would they
Women
count
really-
So you mean we lose
Or rather
count?
they lose count.
I think.
There's
Let's
nobody
say.
they don't lose. Anyway. It is what it is.
We are coming there. Calm down.
Alright, so should it be discussed? Chama, should it be discussed?
In a relationship or in marriage?
In a relation before marriage.
No,
You know,
not again.
there are some past experiences I feel should not even be discussed.
Yeah.
Make you no go scatter with it, don't they manage the build.
But you know,
Make you no go scatter
yeah.
the lifestyle you're trying to let go of and trying to renew yourself.
That's why most people stopped talking about it, because they were being judged for it. But some felt like, okay, this is my past, and I just want to be transparent.
Let it out there.
Yes, I just want to let it out so that somebody can learn from it. But now you see the society tend to judge these people, and if they want to make reference, they'll be like, just like this girl that gave us her story that she has had 100 body counts. Now this person said this thing not because
Just to educate.
somebody else, and now people are now using it like to talk about it, like drag or make the person feel
you asked me
uncomfortable.
if it should be discussed.
Yes.
In a bit of trying to be sincere about body counts, maybe you no go lie on top, say maybe you've had like 30 body counts and you say, I've just had just 5 body counts, and at the end of the day this
You now
person
discover
that
You
you had something with just springs up, and your husband will be like, you know, you say, I know I'm from where? When you know 5 then enter 6, 6 enter 7. So rather just keep short about it.
It shouldn't.
Keep short
So
about
we should
it.
keep short about it.
Yeah.
So what if your husband still when like what you just explained still happen? So that is when you now start saying right?
It's your past.
It's your
It's in the
past.
past.
Because I'm not going to start digging my husband's past.
Yeah.
You've made your mistake. You've made your mistake.
The
Shit happens.
most important thing
So
is
let's
learn
move.
from the
I
mistakes.
don't-
I disagree. We men always have the attitude of digging up the past.
Yes.
No, it's not
So,
just.
right?
It's not only women. Men also dig.
People that's for people
Everybody.
that you see, digging the past is for people that are always interested in the past. For people that wants to move on and go forward, what's in the past?
Damn you and your past.
Well, I actually think I don't know, but I don't know if I'm wrong. But I feel comfortable when someone is able to tell me what you can't tell any other person.
That's because the person trusts you, right?
I don't know what.
Do you also trust the person enough to keep the information? Now it's not just about the telling.
Even
It's not always
even
right
when
to-
the person is trusting you enough to tell you things, are you trusting yourself enough
to keep it
to be
short.
able to
Not-
manage
even if you can manage
conceal
it,
this information that's been let out?
even if you can
Even when you have a
conceal it,
disagreement with the
Yeah.
person.
right? Even if you can conceal it, even if you can manage it, any grammar won't speak. There is a natural tendency of having an opinion.
Or wanting
understand.
to judge at some point. So
It's a natural tendency. You don't even force it; it will just come.
yeah.
Or maybe one of the days you're having a little agreement, and before you know,
It just comes out of your
it
mouth.
just triggers
Why
you.
is argument always categorized as little for women?
Because it's later.
It's actually it
little.
starts little.
Okay, so I don't change the topic, but I feel like I
It's
feel
little because I can ask you, Mr. Ipalibo, why is this thing here? And instead of you to just tell me, oh babe, I forgot. You now want to use your manpower.
So
like,
what's your
meaning
job?
of that?
What's your job?
Oh, don't do that.
If you see it in the manner
Don't do that.
All right. Okay. So let's move on. Then now we go to the first question I asked earlier. Should bed undefined be a necessity before marriage? After all this discussion,
I feel like it's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing. Everybody have their personal.
For who wants
What
to
they
measure,
like.
Yes.
Who wants to measure size?
If you feel virginity is your
core thing.
core thing, or you feel that's the ultimate for you, because I still see people who got married as virgin and their marriage is not even sweet, it's not even rosy. Now, no, it's not rosy everywhere, but there are some persons that are able to tolerate, they are able to manage some certain characters. But you see somebody that claims, oh, both of us married as virgins, so because we are virgins, and the marriage is going to last forever. But you see that they can't even stay up to 3 years.
okay, after the one night, you are not my virgin.
Yes.
I also feel like some marriages are time bomb, just waiting for the night where there's sexual intercourse.
Yeah, so you see?
Because
Yeah.
so some people's desire to even want to get married is just for the purpose of exploring themselves.
Okay,
right?
so now you just say something and it triggers
It
a
also,
question.
it also did something to my brain. You know, this sex thing is when you're getting married, you just, okay, you're now authorized to have sex with this person because you're married.
And which is
to
not
the
supposed to
person.
be the basis of marriage.
So that's it.
Okay, so
Well, the society is messed up.
let me,
The system is rigged.
They don't read
let
them.
me, then let me ask a question. Okay, because I earlier asked if body count should be discussed. So now, do you have to tell someone that you're a virgin? I mean, your man, the person that wants to marry you.
What is even
What's-
that
what's-
context in the first place?
What are you trying to achieve? By
What is
saying that-
virginity?
What?
What is virginity?
Nobody has broken your hymen.
The hymen is still
It's
intact.
still intact.
But heaven can be broken without sexual relationship.
Yeah.
That's it.
At least I was taught that in biology.
Then
Yes.
nobody, and okay, let's say nobody has slept with me. Then let's put it that way. So now, do you really have to say that? Do you have to tell someone, okay, I'm a virgin?
I don't know.
and
Is
I'm
it a
this
title in
and
the
that?
first place?
No,
You
it's
know,
a crown. It's more than a title.
Then remember saying it
But do you used
For-
to be a woman?
for honor
For
sake.
ego.
for honor's sake.
Honor, what honor?
No,
Be
honor in the
pride and ego, so that you be carrying your shoulder.
That's
over
their
that.
no, no,
glory.
no,
Their
no,
glory.
That's no. Some ladies were saying it for the honor's sake. Like
Oh.
there's this joy and peace you feel when you say it's like I'm still a virgin.
Uh-huh.
I kept myself. Now some ladies stop saying it because of the
Right.
wickedness of the world. You disclose that you're a virgin, and somebody will be like, okay,
Plot out just a
let me,
virgin.
yes. And you see somebody is constructing evil just for 5 minutes pleasure.
5 minutes.
I've seen a
Doesn't even
lady.
take 5 minutes.
There are two friends, a lady and a lady. The
You see
other
some
one says she's a
girls
virgin.
set up their
Yes,
friends
Yeah.
set, up.
just
To lose the
because of that.
virginity because they don't have it.
So people stop saying it. You see a virgin act very wild. Why is she doing that? She's trying to protect
I have a
herself.
friend like that.
Now you see how she lives a very reckless life.
She's even always around guys. She
You
doesn't
see
have
her
real friends.
dress very indecent. Why is she doing that? Just to cover
Come on your
herself.
eye, where are they? Come on your eye,
That
where are they?
remove your focus from my body. Let me dress reckless, so you feel like I am a
Okay.
bad,
These are
rotten
downcast.
person. You
Okay.
understand? But deep down, she knows who she is, but she can't confide in the society anymore
Yeah.
because.
But that she has a reckless, flirty social appearance, does that
Guarantee security. Right?
does that I'm looking for the word. Does that I can't find the word. Does that make she being a virgin a glorified one?
Okay.
Like, is there honor in such virginity, even if she's having a messed up social life?
Do you know why? Before then I said, ladies felt it was something they could say out,
Okay.
so that people would be like, okay, this is a decent lady.
Say she no caste, yeah.
Say she no caste. Now, the wickedness of the society, people will now like, okay, this is my target. Let me just play cool, act like the saint, be the church guy,
Then they
give her just invite her over, drug her,
Drug and water, drink, whatever.
do anything. You could use water, food, anything, and take advantage of her and off. Now, if this girl is acting like, oh, I'm a street babe,
I'm wild.
I'm wild. Now, you know the even reason I'm saying this girl na virgin. Because your mindset is like, this one way they dress like this. How she wants to keep the virginity?
You're running away from my question. My question is that she's a virgin by theory, right? But then she has
honor.
yes, and then she has this
A wrong
messed
social
up
life.
public life or social life.
That-
Is there still honor in that, so to say, virginity?
There's still honor
Even
in the
look
aspect
deep,
of
there's honor.
yes, there's still honor because
But
what she's
outwardly-
doing now, she's just trying to
Tell me,
disguise herself.
tell me the honor.
Yes.
She's disguising herself for
Okay,
safety
you
reasons.
call it a disguise, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
she's disguising herself for safety reasons.
Inwardly, there's honor.
Because
Outwardly,
you
no.
see some church.
What is the honor there? That's what I want to
Let
understand.
me explain it better. You see some church girls, they dress very holy,
But they don't cast pass.
but they are sports. Then you see some girls with piercing, tattoo, and all of that. But deep down, if you come close, these girls are down to earth. That's their own way of disguising themselves.
No, I get that part. I get the part that they are trying to disguise in order to protect themselves against the fears of the world. I'm asking a question for my personal learning purpose.
The honor aspect is, yes, they're still honoring that because they're keeping their virginity. But
What is the essence of keeping the virginity when you already have a messed up social life?
messed up social life in the aspects of
Would the
drinking.
virginity guarantee giving birth to a male child?
Men, did you hear that?
Would it guarantee that she may either give birth through CS or regular? I want to understand the honor with it.
Men, did you hear that?
No, because this is becoming too much of
A big deal.
yes, you understand, and it has caused so many stigma in the society.
Yeah.
I have a friend that she's not currently willing to even have any relationship with any guy. She's getting old, all because she was messed up in her young days. Because she says that her virginity has been taken away and she doesn't have, any value per se. And she's going through a psychological process, right? She's going through that pain. And then,
sorry.
A therapist.
You see a therapist, I mean, sorry.
and all of that, I've talked to her in so many ways, but I still try to understand this whole thing. I am not advocating for people not to keep themselves, right? I'm not advocating for that. But then if there is a circumstance, environmental factor, this, that, and that has resulted that a lady has gone into any of this, shouldn't be a basis of castigation, because at the end of the day, the reason why they used to do it in those good old days was a measure of fertility and childbirth.
Yeah.
That was a major yardstick. You understand? Because a woman could also be rampant with so many people, and then at the end of the day, that's the judgment then.
Yeah.
But as at now, my wife will even say, and as 3 women, they even see better husband marry at the end of the day.
That's the truth.
And in the eyes of the world, or in the materialistic view of things, the ones that have even lived the messed up life even have the best of opportunities.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So
Because they're outside, they're
Yes.
extroverts.
they're always outside, that kind of thing. So I strongly believe that, and that's what I'm advocating for, marriage is supposed to be born on good standard of relationship. Whether there was a prior sexual misinteractions for one condition or the other. What if that person in the okay, let me don't call a name before someone come and prove it. There's a religious group, they call themselves a name. But then what if she was in that life, she wasn't in that lifestyle before, she was in the world, and then later discovered herself, became born
A better
again
person.
per se. Would you want to still judge her based on the past? No. Would you now say because she had sexual relationship there is no honor again? You get it? So everyone should be judged on their present, their willingness to become better. You understand? So there shouldn't be this honor and no honor of...
Another thing
the
too.
funny part. Now, most of these church guys and the street guys, if you want to judge based on the aspects of character, the street guys tend to even have more character than the church guys. I've seen some church guys.
Not necessarily church guys, religious guys or church attendants.
Thank you. I've seen some guys that claim to be church guys, but they are not even human.
But that is
They
where...
don't have empathy. There's no sympathy. They don't even have fear of God.
That is where the misconception
The most
is.
judgmental.
Conscience is not there. They don't have conscience at all. But you see a street guy, the guy be like, I don't do street.
They relate everything to spirituality.
I know everything life don't teach me.
And see, that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why relationship, yes, should be based on good moral. It's not supposed to even be tied by religion and all of that. Because
And another thing
last, now human being, they inside the church. You understand? If he has a good character to become better, he is better. If he's not better, he's not better. Whether he find himself inside mosque or any other thing. You get?
Yeah,
Okay. And another thing too, for the ladies that have this mindset that, oh, I don't lose my virginity, I don't get anything off a man again. Sometimes it's influenced by their parents.
True.
And
Because
by
the church,
by the society,
religion, the religious relationship, and really their family background, religious background, they be like, my mother will be like, if they work, I know man, if they date from a distance, so no go they go man house, so no go they do this, so
well,
and they have that mind.
Moral standard.
No, yes. I know they are moral standard. I mean, in the sense of you have a child that is in her 20s. She does not go out. She does not mingle.
Let me show you.
She's not so. Like when I mean she's not social in the sense that if you're with a man, you're just boring in the house with a guy. You cannot, even if it's not sex. There are other things you do that makes a man. You can't just visit a guy and you're sitting there and pressing phone. You want to be decent for 24 hours.
That aspect of phone, it's Jesus, my head. It's not just in the house. You can have, we are just sitting, interacting. The next
play
thing, somebody
games.
is pressing phone.
Yeah,
like,
you can play games and
how did we even
discuss.
come to
So
that?
you feel like, oh, the only thing I have now I'm holding on to is this virginity, and if it's not my husband that is taking it, that means my own is finished in this world.
I like how you
I'm
said
going
it.
to that.
The only thing I'm holding on to
Some people don't even have
as if they want to trade the virginity for marriage.
So when you be like, they'll be like, when you get to them as a friend, say, no, please, I'm keeping myself and my husband though. And what if you are keeping?
Not because they actually don't want to. Not because they even have a good moral defense. And another answer too for the male too. Sometimes they have more than. Of course, what we're saying is on both sides.
This girl, she looks too wild. You not go to church and look for one girl that is a church girl. That head is calm down. This girl look.
No.
Do
you know what?
So,
do you know what? I'm not actually getting the real vibe that I really wanted, because I was actually expecting one person to be like, yeah, it is true, you really have to do it to be sure that this man is this. It is me. See, I had
let's also not forget that.
honest ladies.
Let's also not forget that you keeping yourself is a decision that you make. And in as much as you're someone that is coming to me now for a relationship, you ask me out or you want to date me, I don't have to part on that first day of dating that I'm a virgin. You will not touch me. You will not touch me.
You made it proud on your head. Coin virgin.
And because the whole thing about virginity is tied to sexual intercourse between an opposite gender.
Yes.
They no longer count lesbian acts as what?
Yeah.
Loss of virginity.
Masturbation, they don't count.
They don't count it. The use of tools, they don't count it. They are only concerned.
That hymen should just not break. So I was saying.
People who don't break since.
So I was saying. So if you're coming to me for a relationship, I don't have to tell you like, oh, I like you, I want to go into a relationship with you. No, on that first day I'm a virgin. Okay, we carry on. Just like 2 days talking stage is not a relationship. Just so get talking and like and I'm still checking. Those few times I will visit you, you feel the press phone that one leg don't do on top of my lap. And me, I know my goal, what I'm fighting for. And I see that no, this guy does not look like someone that will adhere to this decision of mine.
Right?
Walk away.
Yeah.
You don't have to look foolish while trying to say.
I said to God, but I never
there are some guys that will be like, okay, you don't want to marry, right? And
if I'm the first day I set my eyes on you, I knew you were my wife.
You've not read demons. Some guys will play along that wedding night. After they've had their own fair share, the next day they'll tell you they are done with the marriage.
That's right. That's why I was still coming to the end of my explanation. It's just like you saying, okay, the guy eventually agrees that you guys are going to stay. In the course of the relationship, people are not getting married ASAP. And you know that the person that agreed that as you're keeping yourself, he's keeping himself. He's already going outside. Is that not a clear indication for you to retrace your step
And do you know the
and
thing
walk
is,
away?
like what
clear.
Chioma, she just said, I think ladies too, you that you are lucky to be a virgin, you should learn also to keep your mouth shut.
I'm not advertising.
Yes, why are you saying it? Do you know that some guys, even ladies, but let me say guys, okay, sorry guys, sorry, I have to be honest, some guys are very manipulative.
They'll go to any length.
They will be so nice to you in this life
Plot their graph very
that
well.
you will now sit down and be reconsidering. This guy is so nice to me. Do you know there are some persons that are so manipulative, and while doing all these stuff, they are now still whispering into your ears. If I do all this thing finish, you leave me. You now go and sit down and you're like,
oh, and he's a nice person. But and the ones some will not even get to the marriage part.
another person.
They'll just give you ring, and they'll be like,
I'm making a lot of the
and they'll just invite you to their house.
No,
Then that morning hours, they want to blackmail you.
Some may not even talk about marriage with you. Miriam, you understand? There are people that are so manipulative. They just look at you. Okay, so you're a virgin, and they will change.
Hey, I've never met.
They will be so
someone
nice
like
to
this.
you.
They'll cut their bad habits.
They will take care of you in this life that you forget that you have a life. You think someone is living your life for you. That if you fall down and die, it's the guy that will die.
If you're sick, he'll be sick.
Yes. So now, then they manipulate you. They gift you. They talk. They will be whispering stuff that
you.
they may not actually tell you, come and sleep with me, or come to my house.
You just do it willingly.
They will show you off.
You will now call. The guy is just standing. People are discussing, and maybe wash clothes. You jump, hug, and come. I'm ready. Let's have it. The guy, he will be at that point. He'll be
He's
like,
jumping
in his mind. Thank God. And we'll be like, why? But you said you want. He said, no. You have done so much.
Much on me.
I cannot tell you no.
You know, this is like the desperation of women meeting the manipulation of men.
Because honestly, I feel I advise for marriage. Yes.
I think
And
that's also
it's also not a bad thing that you decide to be a virgin.
good.
Yes,
Honorable
yes,
something.
Yes, it's a personal decision.
Yeah.
This is actually a personal
I think
Yes, it's a personal decision.
Yeah.
sorry to comment. I think there's parental influence in this topic we're having. Instead of parents to probably educate their children with the correct things,
Like
correct
what to look out for.
Yes.
They just pin it on virginity.
virginity.
Man will love you guys. The thing is that
man is willing to accept
the
you as a
mothers,
virgin, but you will become a punching bag.
Yeah.
do you know what?
Or the ones that will even accept you as a virgin. Say, "Ah, that my wife na naive person. Make she there house. She know what
And they will
girls
not
where
be
they street
exploring
they
with
do.
other girls.
And you go come here and see, okay, just marry and then her purpose should just be
Let's
take care of
get
the home.
house.
And
Procreation, but she just they born.
She's funny.
She not gonna
That's
understand.
true. That's true. Like so what you said is very sensitive.
Yeah,
I
parental
never looked at that in that light, because you see some mothers. Maybe the girl is coming back from somewhere dressed not really proper. She's shouting, "What's be this? What's be this? Jesus! Why are you naked?" And the girl is like, "Ah, mom, I'm not naked now. It's just short." And she's like, "Did you know?" Instead of her to advise, you should be dressed
correct,
decently.
yeah.
Did you know I married your father a virgin? I never dressed like this for one day.
How does virginity affect what you are?
And most of the times, the girl will be like, maybe let's say the marriage, the father and the mother's marriage is good. He's doing
trying to be good.
It affects.
No, there's patience, there's tolerance, and understanding.
And you see some girls that are like, okay, I was seeing a video and the girl like, I resemble the guy was telling his girlfriend, I resemble your dad. The girl was like, if you be my papa, I don't come marry you since. Like if you are like my dad, that means she trusts the father so much, and maybe to a certain level. So this girl child now will now look at the mother and look at the father, study their marriage, and now rub it on herself that she must be a virgin. Maybe that's a yardstick to getting a good marriage. So you guys have heard. Okay, sir.
No. That's just to add up to what you've just said. And they will now be looking out for attributes of their father and their mother. Sorry, especially their father. Inside the man they want to marry. And I'm like...
But you know the funny part? The funny part is, if our parents in those days were exposed the way we are exposed now, I don't think most of them, their marriages would have lasted.
He said, oh, they were exposed though.
No, they were not.
No.
But it was not documented.
That's just the word.
It wasn't
That's
documented.
just the word because they had a lot of freelance.
Yeah, sure.
Our parents, okay.
That's the document.
That's the documented. They had all the freedom.
Okay.
They had all the freedom in the house, in the
I'm
world.
saying, you as a lady, there's how you see someone on social media and be like, damn, Jesus, this girl, see her curves, all of that. Then you as a woman, you admire your fellow lady, talk more of a guy. So if our parents in those days had social media, man,
that is the documentation.
Even when they didn't have the social media,
they were not.
Boys, they strive that day for those days for ladies. Man go trek long distance.
The way girls
all you have to
flying,
do is just to open the window and jump out.
The way girls are
come
flying.
back and say this auntie send you message.
The way girls
they
are
had all the
flying
freedom.
Okay, so
How did we know so much of what was happening then, if not for Nollywood? And remember, Nollywood is painting a picture of a particular setting. And it's like it's a sold idea now to everyone as though this is how it works. What if there was even worse conditions?
No. Okay, so let's round up with. Okay, I think still have 2 questions to ask, but this particular question was not in the list. I just want to shake the table a bit. So, Mr. Yala, goes to you directly. Miriam and everyone came on Mr. Yala first.
This one, the moderator is talking so fast.
Because you are the only married man on this stage. Scatter it.
Destroy the table.
Okay. Because actually, I'll be very honest. Let's all be very honest. From the discussion that sex before marriage is, let's put it, it's wrong. It's not really right. Right? I think this is actually from a religious view, a religious point of view. So, Mr. Yala, from
your own personal
view. I know my religious group I belong to, the head of the group used to say, you cannot come to me and say leave the Bible aside or leave the word of God aside. I cannot leave it aside.
Yes,
No, I'll try.
Okay. So for some seconds, though it is not really pleasant.
I'll try. I'll try to. It's not about belief.
Okay. So do you think? Don't look at it religiously. Okay, yeah, let me put it this way.
Okay, let me ask a question before I answer the question. Okay. Right? You know, when they also said bed on the fowl, right? What if there is a past life of both people and they've now had several body counts before that marriage, right? Or before the preparation for that marriage.
Okay, so let's count.
So are we counting? 2
of them have not met. Like 2 of them have not done it together. Let's count it.
Okay, so no, we are counting. We're counting. Oh, that one is better than.
Let's count.
Let's count. So if they've had previous.
Have I defined your bed?
You can't say you're a virgin.
Let's count it.
The fact that you've done it with other person, but you've not done it with me.
So the bed that is to be undefined is the one you are preparing.
Yeah, that bed that I'm preparing.
Oh, you see, when I told you that I'm learning, okay, if that is what is the definition of this, like, because I just thought about it while you're trying to ask your question.
Yes. So,
if that is the definition of bed undefiled, maybe we need a pastor to answer this better. But then let me give you my own personal opinion. So my personal opinion, now, my guys, and please don't judge me for this, right? This is my personal opinion. My personal opinion is I don't see anything wrong. Right?
good. Yes.
This is speaking not on the religious standpoint.
Yes, standpoint. Yeah.
This is also speaking not on the moral standpoint. Because the reason I have this opinion is because marriage is not supposed to be based on that, right? But as human and as fleshy as we can be, there could be that moment, especially at the point now both persons are now making their way, to the altar, right? Remember, I said this is just my personal opinion, but on a religious and a moral standpoint, it shouldn't be.
Okay.
And I'm a very strong advocate of that. It shouldn't be.
Okay, so
Do you know?
I know you have a lot of things to say. Princess.
But wait, do you know that some guys will remove your clothes with their eyes?
Undress you. Why dress?
So do we still call that undefined or defined?
Don't touch you now. You see, no touch. You don't chop. If I keep
How is that even possible?
If I drop food here.
But the
As long
Bible
as I
even
have
said
seen
that
food
the
out.
way that even looking at somebody lustfully is a sin.
I was trying to drag it out from that point of view. Stop it.
How is it possible that a man would undress a woman with his eyes?
Please.
I'm learning, please.
So I understand you are wearing glasses.
Where are my Bibles?
Alright, so Princess, now your own personal, okay, if you were the one to set the rules, because most of the things that happen around, I don't know where
Humans,
they came
people
from.
set
Yes.
the rules.
Yes. So tell me, what would be in your opinion? Are you very comfortable with the fact that, or you are just trying to do it because that's what the society sees as good? But from your personal, do you feel comfortable doing what you are doing? If you are doing it, I'm asking.
No,
Moderator.
If you are doing it, if you
Moderator.
want to do it.
No.
Be careful so that they don't stop you by the gate. Which one is if you are doing it? They will come find you.
I could have killed a lot. It's just that I did not bring my gun.
We'll lock him outside.
I didn't mean you know him.
So if you have episode, tell me, please, what do you think? Do you think
Let's
it's really?
also not for, in as much as we are Christians, and everybody is a Christian.
No, he said you're honest.
My own point of view, that's so we're not trying.
Leave church, leave moral.
And you're living moral and living church. We all have needs.
So it is actually a need, not even for a reason. That the reason is not so. It's not a thing I say I want to do because of this. It's a need.
It's cold.
You're questioning me. Like yesterday, I was cold.
Oh my God.
Was the Holy Spirit even aware that I was cold?
I saw that on our status.
That's what you posted.
Yes.
It's the only thing that But then I have a problem with that. Is the role of a man to shield cold?
Yeah, that condom now.
That's the blanket now.
That's the blanket, the condom.
Okay.
And do you know I've even had a confrontation with my wife about this same thing? And then she'll be like, hold me. I'm like,
Cuddle is not hold. Cuddle.
whatever. I'm trying to be very careful. And I'm like, is that the role of a man?
Yes, blanket. I'm cutting one. I have to use it. So
Well, it's okay.
So like what you are saying now, viewers, I believe you guys.
Moderator, you don't need further answer. She
I
has
answered
told
your
you
question.
in a very
That's
logical.
what I'm saying.
Plain.
I hope the viewers
And
will
They
understand.
will
We
understand.
also have to.
This is 18 plus.
Most of these things are because when we eventually marry the husband, we don't be boring in the house that we cannot do anything.
I get.
Right?
You can't just sit down and you can't turn your man on.
How?
You just be going outside and
Hell, generator.
one light-skinned girl will be turning.
No. At least social media.
Try and be feminine.
Okay, let me try now.
But that does not mean
Let me try to
should be indecent
convince
about
you.
it.
Let me try to convince you.
won't convince me of my decision.
Social media has a lot of stuff, so you can still do it. Then when you get married, maybe during the wedding day, okay, while you are seated there, what you are watching is actually what should I
So
do next?
are you trying to convince me now?
Just know that once you start using social media, you get used to it. You become addicted to it.
No, actually, I mean reading, not doing.
Okay, reading.
Reading. Okay. I should be reading and be keeping. Reading and keep, not practice.
Did you not hear what I said? So on the wedding day, that wedding day now, when you are seated there, when they are fanning.
That knowledge that I did not practice take.
Okay, you want to do practical.
It did
Why
not
not just get the theory first, then
It's
you
still
can do the
hard.
practical.
This conversation is now making it feel as though the essence for paying bride price is to give a license for...
Yes, one person.
Yeah.
One person. It's okra.
When I told you that this system is rigged, something is wrong.
It's not right.
I saw a very
You sign for Ogbono, it's only
I saw
Ogbono.
a very
At some point, it is bad to do it. At some point, if you can just pay money, you now have license.
yeah. I saw a very funny video on
Like
social
And
media.
then at some point, you get tired. Now you're not looking for...
You shouldn't get tired.
Don't get tired.
That's why
Please.
before you go,
Please.
make sure if it's okra I want, I'll be having okra only.
So, like maybe there are times that you have okra. She has to make the okra fried, boiled, seafood okra.
Round or
Try and
one
be,
piece.
Moderator, these people are spoiling.
Try and be.
Which one is seafood okra?
It doesn't just cook it the way like this is okra. Now you just cook okra for cooking sake. You have the blended okra. You have the one
It's
that
okay.
is diced.
Sometimes you wrap it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we can round up.
You wanted to get her point.
So that we can round up. So okay, before I asked you, I saw a very funny video. A lady was asking her husband, "Honey, what is wrong with you? Why can't you sleep with me for?" She mentioned a certain that she just read that an animal, is it a bull, a cow, something like that, sleeps with animals, has slept with animals for so number of that same hour. So the man was like, "Have you asked that cow if he sleeps with this?" But that
Problem.
Where are you even seeing all these things?
Problem.
So, all right, Miriam, from your own point of view, being honest, all right,
Okay.
what do you think?
Being honest.
It's okay, your mom is not going to say this.
The sex before
So
marriage.
one thing I've come to realize is just do what makes you happy. If it's keeping yourself, keep yourself. If you want to exploit,
You actually planned this. I didn't know I wouldn't have been here your time. Sounds planned.
no, it
Planned to
doesn't.
be planned.
Like, unlike me that you took me.
Yes.
No, it doesn't. See, the thing is, we've followed so many rules
Yes.
that have made us very uncomfortable. You see some ladies that
And make
be
us live fake life.
yes, that made us live fake life. You see some people will be saying, I wish I knew. I don't have even kept myself for this man because it's not even worth it.
That means that decision was influenced by another person.
Is that why I talked about the parental
You also see some guys be like, damn,
Don't make mistake.
I shouldn't have. I left more better
Ladies, because they were not virgins.
because they were not virgins. Just for a virgin who has a bad temper, who is dirty, who is lazy, who has a loud mouth.
Yeah.
Now, what attracted you to that lady was her virginity. You
Of
were
which,
not
after that first
Babe,
moment, she's
what
no longer
next?
So to me, I feel just go for what makes you happy.
This one it is. Okay, so that's for you, right?
Yes.
and that's why I'm an advocate. Marriage. No, she's being straight. Like, she's being
That's the
straight.
truth. That's the truth. If you feel, the virginity is your topmost, go for it.
It's like selling points.
It's
That's,
like
that's continuing.
That's your
That makes it
achievement.
transactional.
That's your achievement to get married to a virgin. Go for it. If you feel, I just need someone who understands me,
Yeah.
who gives me this inner peace, go for the person.
Sorry, and this makes me
virgin.
wonder. Those people who pride in they must get married to a virgin, what is it that they're actually looking for?
That
the
ego of I'm
mindset.
the only person that I've
No. Some of them say they use the word trust. Now, a woman who is still a virgin, they believe she's sincere.
she has self-control.
Yes, she has self-control. She's sincere. You can trust her. You can leave her and travel and go for 10 years.
She does not have sexual urge.
She could keep herself for 35 years. So what's there that if I travel for 2 years, 3 years, she can't keep herself? So that's the mentality they have. Now the other one is like, this one, I know if you trust her, but let me just see, because she's not a virgin. That's the mindset. That's the mentality. Most
Okay.
They forget that them too, they are not virgins.
No, they forget that it's a personal decision.
Yes.
Now,
It's-
you being
it's what's up
faithful has
in your
nothing
head.
to do whether
No,
you're
no,
a virgin
no.
or not. You being respectful, you being calm and decent has nothing to do with your virginity.
Imagine virgin where they smoke Igbo and shisha for club.
Okay. so that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are actually viewers. This is after the discussion, I've come to understood that this is actually a choice. Okay, it's your life, so you choose what you want to live.
But choose the better part.
Choose the better part.
Okay,
that's it.
You've heard from Mr. Yala, choose the better part. And I actually wanted to ask, what should be preventive measures? So I think the preventive measures is already choose the better part. Since
no, just choose happiness.
Choose happiness.
No, I don't. Why I'm not flowing with choosing happiness? Some happiness is derived from funny things, right? Choosing the better part for me. I'm not compelling you to share my opinion. Choosing the better part is going that route that, by all measure, is the correct part.
Correct thing, yeah.
Whether by social stigma is the correct part. Whether by religious is still the correct part. Whether by what your future spouse may think of you, it is still the right part. So choosing the right part, I think, should be the best thing.
Yeah. All right. So, Princess, please, a word for the viewers.
Thank you for always subscribing, liking, and commenting on our posts. We hope that we'll see you in our next video and you'll be there doing what you know how to do best. We love you.
Okay, so.
Okay, just be yourself. Be real. Choose what you know is best for you. You want to keep yourself? Fine. You want to exploit? Fine. At the end of the day,
you got the price to pay, man.
You're the one paying the price. It is not the virginity that is going to keep the man forever.
True.
It is not the undefiled bed or the defiled bed that will keep the man forever. It's just who you are that keeps a man. So guys, Mimi, we love you. Follow us, share, subscribe, and comment, please.
So imagine that I sound like them.
Please
we love you, viewers.
All right, so my shout out will be if you see that fine girl, we no be virgin. We get all the criteria. So if you match up with your lifestyle, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. That's all I have to say. Thank you, guys.
All right.
We love you guys. We love you.
All right, everyone. Follow us on all social media platforms at Pixel Palace Official. And before I drop the mic, no go the drop person picking say,
This page does not support violence.
Oh.
Please don't do that. Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
If you think
respect each other.
Respect each other.
All the virgins say hi.
And you too, you can
hi.
All the non-virgins say nay.
And you too, you don't have the patience to wait. Maybe you are planning to get married December. Then we already have agreed on the date December since March. And you are waiting for the just wait. December will come. If you cannot,
or bring the marriage closer.
Bring the marriage to the next day.
Yeah, settle your clothes.
Yes. So let's just behave ourselves.
Easy on the pressure. Easy on the pressure.
I know a guy who is not a virgin, who is in our media, but wants a virgin. God will judge you. I love you guys.
Alright, so we love you guys. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us, and always, I promise you, anytime you see us here, you know it's a banger. Talk about social life. Don't forget, I'm John Okoye. See you next time.
We'll drag him here.
Peace out.